A couple of little cubs here are just beginning to latch on to feed. A little cub here appears to be going to the door. We can see the little cub having a little foray outside. This is the only way that at the moment that we can actually view her. She's such a sensitive animal that we can't go in the house. If we were to go in the house, she would automatically leave the house and go outside. It's hugely dangerous to disturb any large carnivore after it's just given birth. The females are massively secretive. You could end up losing the cubs if you could either feel it's not safe and abandon them, or in some instances, the female, especially if she's disturbed within the very short time before she's fully bonded with them, she will consume her own young because it's just not a safe place to have them. The amazing thing about it is we have a lovely bonded pair. Some places the male has to be removed. Here we've left the male with her and he's actually gone into the cubbing box and he's been beside her throughout the whole thing. And even now he'll come in and put his head in and he'll have a wee sniff at the youngsters and occasionally have a lick at the youngsters and stuff. He's just been absolutely superb.
It's been almost 6 months since the zoo welcomed its first litter of lion cubs in over a decade. Alison and Andrew have been looking after them since day one.
They got so big. My goodness. When you look at the very first videos and they're only...
They were teeny.
Little mites. And now look at them.
Almost half her size now.
Yeah.
Our 3 cubs are doing really well at the moment. They're growing really, really quickly and spend a lot of time outside playing, both with mum and dad. Dad's one of the favourite figures and they're always seen kind of climbing over them.
Best of all is seeing just how different the cubs are.
Even from the very beginning, the tiny little female was always after her dad all the time.
Daddy's girl.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 are just that bit bolder as well. I think even every day almost now you're seeing little personalities starting to evolve. It's been absolutely brilliant. We've worked really hard to get to this stage. There was a lot of work put in with the female in particular, but also the male as well, to get them as a good functioning pair.
And it's just been fantastic that we've been able to leave the male as well. In some circumstances you can't leave a male in, it depends on how he is, but our male has been absolutely lovely, really gentle, and an absolute rock for the female.
Every night when we lock up the house, he does his roar and then the family go in, and she very much does depend on him.
The cubs are part of a European endangered species breeding programme, which means once they're socialised, they'll be paired off with a suitable mate at another participating zoo.
Asiatic lions are critically endangered and it's hugely important that zoos do this kind of work. For some species, it's the only way that they will survive because of whatever is happening out in the wild. So, yeah, I mean, it's a hugely important programme that we're a part of.